So now we are going to start with sum number 8. A company had the following balance sheet as on 31st March 09. Liabilities, we have equity share capital, general reserve, 15% debentures and current liabilities. On the asset side, we have fixed assets and current assets. Additional information, the fixed cost per annum excluding interest they have given to us. Variable operating cost ratio 60% they have given. The total asset turnover ratio they have given 2.5, and the income tax rate they have given to be 30%. You are required to calculate the following and comment: earning per share and combined leverage. So this is the exam sum and it has come for 8 marks. So we will be solving the sum. So let's solve the 8th sum. First I will be writing the format. So we have sales minus variable cost will give me contribution, minus fixed cost will give me earning before interest and tax. From this I will be subtracting interest, I'll get earning before tax. Then I will be subtracting tax, I'll get earning after tax. And I don't have any preference share capital, so there will be no preference dividend to be paid. So this I will be dividing by number of equity shares. Finally, I will get earning per share. So the entire format I have filled it up. Now the relevant information which we are able to find out or which is given, we are going to fill it up. So fixed cost per annum they have given, which is 28 lakhs. So I will be able to write here fixed cost of 28 lakhs. Then the tax rate is 30%, so the tax at the rate of 30%, this information I can fill it over here. Okay, now we can use the information, that is asset turnover ratio, which they have given to be 2.5. So that you will understand more clearly when you do a chapter called ratio analysis. For the time being, the asset turnover ratio is having a formula of the turnover, that is your sales, divided by the total assets. So this is the asset turnover ratio. Now the total assets are comprising of fixed assets as well as your current assets. So the total assets will comprise of fixed asset as well as the current asset. This is the total asset. We have an asset turnover ratio of 2.5. So I will be writing here 2.5. I don't know the turnover, but I know fixed assets and current assets in total. I know my fixed assets are 30 lakhs and my current assets are 18 lakhs. So total assets I have, which is 48 lakhs. So I will be writing here the total assets to be 48 lakhs. So I will be able to find the turnover. So 48 lakhs into 2.5. So 1 crore 20 lakhs is my turnover, or the sales is 1 crore 20 lakhs. So this I will fill it over here. So 1 crore 20 lakhs is my sales. Now they have given us the variable cost ratio, which is 60%. So the variable cost ratio means it is 60% of your sales. So variable cost is 60% of your sales. So your sales are 1 crore 20 lakhs, and on that 60%, so 72 lakhs is your variable cost. So 1 crore 20 lakhs minus 72 lakhs. So I'm going to get my contribution equal to 48 lakhs. minus 28 lakhs. So here I will be getting 20 lakhs as my EBIT. Now what about the interest? So we have 28 lakhs worth debentures and we need to pay interest at the rate of 15%. So on 28 lakhs 15%, that is 4 lakh 20. So we have to pay an interest of 4 lakh 20. So from 20 lakhs we'll subtract 4 lakh 20. So I'm going to get 15 lakh 80,000 as my EBT. Now on this 15 lakh 80,000 I have to pay tax at the rate of 30%, which is 4 lakh 74,000 is the tax. So on 15 lakh 80 I will pay a tax of 30%, and then I'm going to get 11 lakh 6,000 as my EAT. So 11 lakh 6,000 is my earnings after tax. This I will divide by number of equity shares. So they have given 1 lakh shares. So I will be dividing by 1 lakh shares, and finally I am going to get 11.06. This will be my earning per share. So we have solved the first part, which is the earning per share. Now we have to find the combined leverage. So we know the formula of combined leverage, which is nothing but contribution divided by EBT. So the contribution is 48 lakhs and the EBT is 15 lakh 80. So 48 lakhs divided by 15 lakh 80. So 3.037, which I can approx to 3.04 is my combined leverage. So we have solved the entire sum. So I hope you all have understood it. We will meet in the next lecture. Thank you.